Do I need to call you the female version of Steph Curry, or do I need to call Steph Curry the male version of Caitlin Clark?
Somebody break down the release time, which is pretty much
I think I'll just be the female version of Steph Curry.
I mean, you hear people talking about you and throwing out those comparisons. Speak about how that makes you feel, about how you've just taken the world by storm because of your shooting prowess.
Yeah, I really feel like I'm still kind of in a dream, in a real world. I mean, it's kind of crazy, obviously. Those are the players I kind of grew up watching. Obviously, Steph Curry's kind of changed the game, and he's a player I grew up loving. I still love. I watch him all the time. So it's kind of crazy seeing all those NBA players, WNBA players tweet about you, talk about you. But, you know, I still enjoy every single second of it for sure.
He emphasized her outstanding shooting ability and ball handling skills, stating that he has never seen a woman in college basketball shoot like Caitlin Clark. Paul Pierce also praised Clark, calling her NCAA performance the best he has ever witnessed, regardless of gender. This highlights the major impact she has made on women's college basketball.
We saw a white girl in Iowa do it to a bunch of black girls. Well, of course. That made it like, oh, that gained my respect. That gained my respect.
I hear you. You're
like,
right.
That's like, oh, she didn't do this to some other little white girls that was over here in Colorado, wherever. She did it to some girls from LSU who we thought were some dogs.
Defending champs.
And put them on her knee and spanked them. And so I know, but I didn't expect that.
As she continues to shatter records and raise the bar, Shaquille O'Neal went even further by calling Clark the greatest female collegiate player of all time. Kevin Garnett, who is typically reserved with praise, also spoke highly of her on his podcast Ticket and the Truth. He highlighted her conditioning and shooting ability, comparing her style of play to Steph Curry's level of fitness.
You can't help but watch when she plays, where she's shooting from, the range, the confidence, the flair. Like, she's a performer. It's crazy though, just because her shot is like that. It's at that level. But if you really watch, like, her floor game is as impressive. So it's kind of the total package.
Garnett even suggested that she could easily score more than 10 points in an NBA game. His comments reflect the growing respect for women's basketball and underscore Caitlin Clark's influence in elevating the sport.
First time we got women's basketball ahead of men's basketball. If you ain't in the Steph Curry shape, that's how she plays, bro.
Right.
You
I think she can give you 10 points in the NBA game.
Nah, she gonna give you more than 10. She can shoot, and she got work, bro.
It's still
what?
Athleticism from the men is overwhelming.
It ain't tough no more. You can't hand check.
The extraordinary praise from these NBA legends raises questions about how valid and realistic those claims truly are.
Ask me about Caitlin. If you're going to break a record, to me, if it's legitimate, you have to break that record in the same amount of time that player set it.
You women out there, y'all petty, man. Hey, LeBron, you're 100% right on these girls hating on Caitlin Clark. Y'all petty girls. I expect men to be petty because we're the most insecure group in the world.
Yeah, you are.
Y'all should be thanking that girl for getting y'all ass private charters, all the money and visibility she bringing to the WNBA. Don't be petty like dudes.
So for people to come at me and say that I made those comments because I'm a racist, like, first of all, black people can't be racist, but like, that's the farthest thing from my mind.
Caitlin Clark has earned some of the highest honors a college athlete can receive, and her remarkable performances continue to capture widespread attention, placing her at the center of conversations about the future of women's basketball. She also made history as the first Fever player to record a triple-double, a milestone that drew further recognition. Comparisons to NBA stars like Stephen Curry have elevated her profile and inspired future generations of players. Paul Pierce, in particular, has been outspoken about Clark's talent, especially following her standout performance in Iowa's win over LSU, where she scored an incredible 41 points. Pierce called it the greatest performance he has ever seen in an NCAA tournament, regardless of gender. His remarks sparked significant media attention, in part due to his candid comments about race.
First Fever player to ever get a triple-double in franchise history. Congratulations on that.
Pierce underscored the contrast by stating that a white player from Iowa dominated an LSU team made up of black players who were the defending champions, emphasizing Clark's strength and dominance. However, while his intention was to highlight her performance, his phrasing ignited debate about race and the role of racial language in sports commentary.
We saw a white girl in Iowa do it to a bunch of black girls. Well, of course.
Pierce's comments touch on larger issues of representation and expectations within basketball. While his admiration for Clark's performance is clear, his remarks also raise complex questions about race and how talent is discussed in sports. Adding to the praise, NBA legend Allen Iverson also applauded Clark, saying she shoots the blood out of the ball.
Here's the reality. Tommy's right. It's not just race, though. It's also sexuality. Caitlin Clark is a white heterosexual woman in a black lesbian league, and they resent and are jealous of all of the attention and the shoe deal that she got.
Iverson emphasized Clark's ability not only to score, but also to create opportunities for her teammates. Given his own reputation as an elite scorer with exceptional court vision, his praise further underscores Clark's potential to elevate women's basketball. His recognition reflects the growing respect and excitement for the women's game at the highest levels. Meanwhile, Shaquille O'Neal, one of the greatest players in NBA history, sparked further discussion by calling Caitlin Clark the greatest female collegiate player of all time.
When they played LSU, but she's phenomenal. I'm going to go on the record and say she's the best female collegiate player ever.
Ever? Well, I don't know about you. Have you heard of Cheryl Miller? Ever. Maya Moore?
I said what I said. Ever.
Diana Taurasi?
I said what I said.
No disrespect.
Given O'Neal's legendary status, his endorsement carries significant weight, and Clark's accomplishments strongly support his claim. She has dominated the Big Ten like no other player, leading the conference in both scoring and assists for 4 consecutive seasons. Recently, she became the NCAA Division I all-time leading scorer, surpassing Kelsey Plum's record with a remarkable long-range three-pointer against Michigan. During an episode of Inside the NBA, O'Neal doubled down on his stance, stating on record that Clark is the greatest female collegiate player of all time. Despite pushback from co-hosts Charles Barkley and Kenny Smith, who cited other legends such as Maya Moore and Diana Taurasi, O'Neal stood firm, emphasizing that his opinion was not meant to disrespect anyone.
No, she's like
I
Steph
said what I
Curry.
said.
Yeah,
You're right. Listen, I ain't disrespecting nobody. It's just my opinion, and I ain't gonna change it.
Right.
How about
You
that?
got to change it. The stuff you don't know about basketball can fill up in the encyclopedia.
Well, I know 4
sorry,
times I know
kids, y'all
about
don't
it.
even know what a soccer.
Clark's historic achievements have solidified her place in basketball history, while also shining a brighter spotlight on women's basketball.
You can always tell when it's a home game day for the Fever, because downtown Indy gets flooded with the number 22.
Just go down the street and you're seeing 22 shirts everywhere.
The number that belongs to the one and only Caitlin Clark.
And I'm really happy I got to see her today. Yeah. It was like a dream come true.
Her star power was on full display against the New York Liberty when Clark made history, not only for herself as a rookie, but for her team when she hit a triple-double, electrifying the crowd.
It's historic. It was pretty awesome. We're big Iowa fans, so we've been watching her for years, and it was great to see her live.
It was pretty surreal because we were watching TV, I think the game before, and she got really close to it. I think she was like a couple of rebounds away, and I didn't think that I would actually be at the first one.
Caitlin Clark is transforming the WNBA, drawing fans with her dynamic play and boosting viewership like no one in years. Her impact goes beyond the court, helping improve conditions for players, from better travel arrangements to increased league revenue. Clark's presence is revitalizing interest in women's basketball and proving the game can be just as exciting and competitive as men's basketball.